Hi, welcome to Module 6. How do groups make decisions? What kinds of things can groups do to make better decisions? What processes are best for different types of decisions? And how can groups evaluate whether they're doing a good job of decision making? These are the core questions of this module. In this brief video, I'll give an overview of the material, highlight a few key ideas, and talk you through the assignments. So this module is about decision making, as I just said. And this is a major task that groups accomplish. All groups have to make decisions, and the process can be pretty challenging at times. The material in this module can help you analyze and improve decision making, which is important in the work world, at school, in families, and in social groups. Here's the bonus though. The material in this module in particular is also the foundation for the way your group problem-solving project assignment is designed. So you aren't just learning this process in an abstract way, you're applying them and practicing them throughout the course by doing that assignment. So as normal, we have a chapter from the textbook, and I've posted the PowerPoint slides for your reference. There are a couple of big ideas in this chapter. The first is the functional perspective on group decision making. Now, this is not a step-by-step process. It's a way to analyze how well groups are communicating during their decision making, regardless of what specific process they use. This perspective grows from a lot of academic research, and it highlights that groups make better decisions if their communication meets 5 essential functions. These don't all have to be done in order, but they all need to be met. Many of the functions will seem pretty clear to you, like analyzing a problem, coming up with a wide range of alternatives, and looking at both negative and positive aspects of the alternatives. But one function that sometimes isn't as clear to students at first is the idea of establishing criteria that the groups will use to evaluate possible solutions. A lot of times groups kind of skip this. They go right from problem to solution without really agreeing on what they're looking for and what they need from any particular solution. So that's where criteria come in. Think about it like buying a car. If my family has a transportation need and we've decided to buy a car, we might make a list of features that we want in a vehicle, and we need to be mindful of our budget, right? So these features and the budget are criteria, and we'll use them to help decide what to get. If a car is under budget, that's great, but if it doesn't have the safety features that we think are essential, then that's not the best option. If a car is way over our budget, that can be problematic too. So when we make a decision about what car to buy, those criteria are really important to use. So groups should do the same thing when making other important decisions. What happens is that if we don't communicate about the criteria, then often different group members kind of have different criteria in their head already. They have different ideas about what's important to them, and that can make decision making more complicated and difficult. So communicating about those criteria are really important. The other functions are also important, of course, too, and you'll see those described and kind of articulated through the reading. So the reading also provides examples of different processes groups can use to make decisions, like voting or consensus, and it talks about majority and minority influence. These ideas are evident in the audio segment assigned for this module, which is part of This American Life show about a jury. We have another case discussion in this module where you'll apply ideas from the reading. Be sure to read the case, look at the VoiceThread discussion slides, and participate in the discussion as usual. And your group assignment this week involves reading all the feedback from your peers about your proposed topics and using that feedback and feedback from me to decide which topic you'll use for your problem-solving project. Be sure to look at the assignment for details, assignment instructions, and let me know if you have questions. That's it. I hope you enjoy this material and find it useful. Let me know if you have questions or comments. I'm always happy to talk to you about the class.